They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Let him go.
They get it to him running left, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Good 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They run with Howard. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Check. Crunch.
Sunday.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 9.
80 weapon.
From the 44, Wentz, blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tech McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check it back.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time, the break goes against him.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Bring it.
It's now second and 6.
Let's bring it.
At the 49-yard line.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe.
Julio Jones all alone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 30.
I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal.